Speaking of super, here's Spencer.
Thank you very much, John. I wish we had some super weather to report on. We're going to take a look first at weather conditions over in the Persian Gulf region, where, as you probably know, weather conditions hampered military operations this weekend, and you can see why. This is a satellite view of cloud movement and precipitation over the last 24 hours over much of northern Saudi Arabia and Iraq, obscuring the ground conditions. The conditions will be improving tonight. That's a look at the weather. Here's a look at the weather where you are.
Good morning. The Channel 2 forecast is cold and breezy today with clearing skies. Our high will only reach into the upper 20s. Tonight, extremely cold with a low near 10. In the Channel 2 Weather Center, I'm Rick Mitchell.
More weather coming up a little bit later as ABC's World News This Morning continues.
Where can you turn to learn amazing facts, see top-notch competition, challenge your mind, and be entertained all at the same time? I'm Alex Trebek with an invitation for you to turn to Jeopardy.
Learning is fun on Jeopardy, right before Channel 2 News at 5.
Hi, I'm Davis Nolan. When winter weather sets in on the Nashville area, turn to Channel 2 Snow Patrol for school closing information. Starting in the early morning at 5:30, we'll bring you updated announcements of school closings and canceled events. We're on patrol for winter storms, so watch Channel 2's Snow Patrol.
Channel 2 Snow Patrol is brought to you in part by your Tennessee, Kentucky Gold Medal Chevrolet dealers, Arby's, and Weight Watchers.
I'm Charles Gibson.
And I'm Joan London. Join us for continued coverage of Operation Desert Storm.
Watch Special Edition Good Morning America with full reports from ABC News.
For 24-hour information on the war in the Gulf, call Channel 2's exclusive Gulf War update line at 259 WKRN. WKRN Channel 2 on your side.
America's watching ABC.
You're watching WKRN TV, Channel 2.
All right, thank you, Peter. And I know we have a storm coming our way, but misery loves company, right?
Right.
There's one coming your way in the southwest, too.
Is that mean? If we're going to get it, let them all get it, right?
That's right, we should share.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we're sharing today. Let's take a look at the split and weird jet stream we've got here. We've got the polar flow, first of all, most important flow right now, dipping way down south in the eastern part of the nation. January thaw is over here because brutally cold air is pushing down into this region with that polar flow. And the westerly flow, sort of weird here, splitting off and then joining with the subtropical flow, bringing moisture into the southwest and feeding a snowstorm that's growing down in that area. Let's take a look at our projected highs first, and you can see what that polar flow is doing to us here in the upper Midwest. High temperatures today will be generally in the single digits and teens, and wind chill factors will feel like they're below zero throughout much of the day in this area, and all this is pushing southward and eastward, so the big chill will reach the deep south by tonight. And it's cold enough over the Rockies, of course, that it still feels winter-like, and there is snow building there, a snowstorm, in fact, reaching from Arizona across New Mexico into western Texas. Some locations in the higher elevations will see more than a foot of accumulation. The northwest will see sunny skies today, as will the nation's midsection, and we've got near blizzard conditions here in parts of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley where there's blowing snow. Accumulation won't be so great, but winds will be gusting up around 40 miles per hour, and it will be cold. That's a look at the national weather picture. Here's a look at the weather where you are.
Good morning. The Channel 2 forecast is cold and breezy today with clearing skies. Our high will only reach into the upper 20s. Tonight, extremely cold with a low near 10. In the Channel 2 Weather Center, I'm Rick Mitchell.
Well, the wind is making the cold air in the east feel even colder. How cold? That story in my next weather report. Charlie?
So far from home, so far from friends and family, doing your job, ready to serve, to keep us free. You are the strength of Tennessee, so loyal and so brave. You are the strength of America, we're with you every day. You're the pride of Tennessee.
at Channel 2 News, we're on your side. We're working to solve your problems. If you have a consumer concern, let us know. Write down your problem and send it to 2 on Your Side, P.O. Box 2, Nashville, Tennessee, 37202.
Channel 2 News is brought to you by Quaker 100% Natural Cereal. Don't wait for the taste of Quaker Natural.
This is Channel 2 News this morning.
Good morning. It's a chilly 22 degrees in Nashville. This is supposed to be the coldest day of the winter so far, so bundle up. High temperatures today won't get above freezing. Many people have gotten out of their normal routines to spend more time watching the war on TV. Nashvilleian Diane Kristen says it's been hard for her to pull herself away from the television to do normal chores. And video cassette rentals were way down, but are starting to return to normal levels, according to Jim Ely of Village Video.
They really want something that's not going to be, say, broken into by commercials, or not commercials, but announcements about the war. You know, it's all around us, and they just want to escape from it.
And action films like this Chuck Norris release and the adventure film Firebirds have been renting briskly. Many counselors say it's good to take a break from watching the war. They say going to a movie or even going shopping can reduce stress. A man from Illinois is dead along with his daughter after crashing his plane in Macon County, Tennessee. It happened last night just outside of Lafayette. Witnesses say the plane hit an antenna and then some power lines before crashing into Roger Cross's backyard. Cross and his son were outside at the time when the plane crashed.
But I think that's where I keep putting my mind, that he seen my son out here and my husband run in this yard. And he's heading right for my house, and he knew they was running to get to me, I believe. And he risked his own life, and he aimed it up as far as he could, and he lost control. He had to.
Investigators say the pilot had radioed in engine trouble. He had apparently tried to make an emergency landing at Lafayette Airport, a short distance away from where he eventually crashed. The victims are 48-year-old Michael Riley of Glenfield, Illinois, and his 23-year-old daughter, Nancy. Well, if you haven't seen Masterworks, it's too late now. The private collection of paintings by master artists had its final showing at the Tennessee State Museum yesterday. Many waited in line for up to 2 hours to get in, and most say it was worth it.
I feel like I get something out of it every time I come. I see something different each time, and I love the Monets. They're my favorite.
I like them a lot. You know, kind of the color, the way they did the strokes.
One complaint about the exhibit was security. Anyone who crossed a yellow and black line in front of the paintings set off a security alarm. The paintings are on their way back to Tokyo now. This was the first time the exhibit visited the United States, and as of now, there are no plans for a return visit. Well, we have our Super Bowl teams. It will be the New York Giants against the Buffalo Bills, an all-New York event. And the Buffalo Bills steamrolled the Oakland Raiders. The score was 51-3. The Buffalo players say not even they thought it would be such a blowout. I'll have the weather for you right after this.
To the ball.
Sure, Quaker Natural tastes great for breakfast, but I can't always wait till breakfast.
Don't wait for the taste of Quaker Natural. It tastes too good for breakfast alone. Swirl it in yogurt, pour it on fruit, top it on top of an ice cream cone.
Quaker 100% natural. How can you wait for all those crunchy clusters of oats and honey, almonds and raisins?
I can't.
Don't wait for the taste of Quaker Natural.
Cold and breezy, high near 30 today. Thanks for joining us.
Tonight on Nightline with Ted Koppel, A Nightmare Revisited. POWs paraded across American television screens. The impact on our national consciousness tonight.
Hi, I'm Bob Mueller. At Channel 2 News, we're on your side. We're committed to bringing you news and information that can help you. Now we're starting a new feature that will help you deal with everyday consumer issues. All you have to do is write a letter explaining your problem. Send it to 2 on Your Side, P.O. Box 2, Nashville, Tennessee, 37202. Then we'll work with you to find a solution. At Channel 2 News, we're on your side.
Hi, I'm John Clark.
When it comes to consumer goods and services, I'm in your corner. Join me on Consumer Corner, only on Channel 2 News at 6.
Call 259 WKRN for updates on the Gulf War. This is Channel 2 News.
Good evening, I'm Cindy Benson.
And I'm Bob Mueller. In our news tonight, Nashvillians celebrated the birth of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But that celebration led to problems for a downtown mall. The Church Street Center closed early after hundreds of young marchers left the celebration and crowded into the mall. Channel 2's Melissa Penry reports police advised mall management to shut down to avoid any danger.